What's up, everybody? So behind me here we have Fastball. So Fastball Racing here, Austin. I'm super excited. The car's officially back home. The guys at MPA Motorsports and MPA Collision in Livonia, Michigan, they absolutely crushed it when it came to painting this Mustang. So this car originally used to be black, if you guys are familiar. It was a 302 with a little on-3 baby turbo kit, but now this is a full-blown build, essentially. So it's got a custom paint job. It's called Pull Me Over Red that they added a few little flares into to bring the brightness up on this. So it is really nice. It's very vibrant. I know we're inside here, but that red is still popping. The moment you see in the sunlight, it almost hurts your eyes with it. So it's super sharp, and I'm really excited to have the opportunity to put this on the channel for you guys to check it out, build the car a little bit more, get you guys a little bit more content on this vehicle as well. So now it has a 4.8 Windsor in it, which Holley, they were very generous to send me out the Holley High Ram, the Holley EFI 105mm throttle body. We've got LS style injectors. We got a Frostbite water pump from Holley as well. We've got Holley injectors. We do have a full Holley Terminator X system put in the car as well. So that's all recently been wired in. There's a few sensors that have to get put in. But outside of that, we've gotten pretty close to having this car pretty much set in stage as far as getting the next phase of all the electrical lined up, getting the headlights put in, the taillights, and all those all wired in, the ignition, the starter, and a few different minor pieces. But once that is in play, and we're hoping maybe within the next month or so, I'm gonna have first fire up on this car. We are gonna fire it up naturally aspirated. If you guys are familiar with some of the videos as well on this, I am planning on running an 88, 98mm turbo. So it's gonna make a little bit of steam, at least I hope. But we'll be able to get that all tuned by the guy named Steve Litch. If you guys are familiar with him, if not, he's a very good tuner, so I'm gonna drop a link to him as well down here in the page, along with Holley. And then also, guys, I wanna talk a little bit about the stuff that UPR Products has sent me as well. So we've got the dual Viking coilovers in the rear. We've got the UPR full-blown 9-yard ARB. We've got the extreme torque boxes, upper and lower from UPR. Double adjustable lower and upper control arms. We have the race-ready spherical bushings as well. So everything you see suspension on this car from the front to the rear is actually all UPR products. So super excited to be working with them and getting this car to go down the track and hopefully going down pretty nicely. So that suspension has worked well for a lot of combinations of vehicles, and I can't wait to see this actually go down the track with that UPR product suspension inside the car as well. So the interior, we had a 10-point 850 cert cage go in the car. I had it painted black with a red metallic inside of it to kind of flash between the actual red of the car. And then on top of that, we have pretty much the stock interior going back in the car, except for the rear seat and the rear panels on that. So, but I did modify the dashboard as well. I took out a lot of weight, cutting up a lot of different metal pieces that are underneath there, taking out the heat, the AC, and all the different variables that add weight to the car. So we're trying to get this car as light as possible, but without going almost too full race car. But I'll get you guys, you know, some cool little videos of that to check it all out. So it's got a 4.8 Windsor, like I said. It's got a turbo 400 transmission that's been fully built. That is going to have a bump box in play. We've got a Speedmaster shifter in this car as well. So super excited. Man, these rear wheels from RC Comp, the RC Comp Torx is the name of these. They're 15 by 12. These ones in particular have a 3-inch backspace that we set up with that mini tub. I had the rear end narrowed from a guy named Dave Bainbridge out here in Michigan. It's got narrowed down to 44 inches. We've got strange axles, 35 spline axles in the car. We have a strange brake kit as well in the rear. So should have a lot of stopping power, and it looks good at the same time. So these are double bead lock wheels. So it has the bead lock here on the front and the back of that as well. So should help out a lot, especially with launching the car. So we're not getting a little bit of tire slip or anything like that. So another really cool piece of the car that I really enjoy and like is this drag solutions aluminum strutless design that they have for this drag spoiler. So originally a lot of people, they run a strut design where you have to hook it up to the bumper or anything there, and then you always have to take that off as far as opening your trunk and maybe your ice box, your fuel tank, or anything like that. So I like this strutless design. I can walk right up to it, turn the key back here, open this trunk, and have access almost immediately without having to pop a strut off. So this looks really sharp. It complements the Sn95 body very well. I also put these 94, 95 taillights back into the car. So this car originally had 96 taillights on it when I first bought the car. This is a 94. A shout out to my buddy Cody Ricky. He actually sent me these taillights off his 94 Mustang, and then I had these painted and smoked to match and go on the car. So they're really sharp. I do appreciate that again, Cody. So moving into the interior here, so I have a Motion Raceworks tubular steering column that I put in the car. I have a removable Ford Performance steering wheel that Sparco had created and designed. I have a Reversion Raceworks dash bezel, which is holding in this Tinker Electronics digital screen. As right now though, haven't done much on the interior. We've got the ECU that's going to be mounted back behind there, so it's all kind of bracketed and mounted in. I'm going to have that airbag cover go right back over that, so you actually know that's not there. We've cut all the support out on the back side of this here, and that's going to allow me to be very serviceable with that ECU. We've got all those wires kind of right there. They're also sitting in the glove box as well, which is going to allow me access to do anything that I may need to do in the future with the electronics of the vehicle. Now that you guys have finally seen Fastball here, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Go ahead and tune in for the rest of this channel as well. We're going to be going through a lot of this build and getting this thing hopefully out on the racetrack.